Construction number 18, we're dividing a given line into parts that are proportional to any number of given lines. And so here's our given line. I'm going to label this AB. And we're going to divide line AB into parts that are proportional to these three lines that we're given. Okay. So we're going to start by drawing another line from A at an angle, preferably so that angle CAB is an acute angle. So we're going to label this guy C. I don't think I did that quite long enough. I'm going to extend this just a bit. Okay, so we're going to label this one C. On line AC, we're going to mark off the three lines that we're given. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to measure A. And I'm going to mark it off on AC. Next, I'm going to measure B. I'm going to mark it off after that. And finally, I'm going to measure C. And mark it off last. Okay, my next step is to connect this last point to B with our straight edge. Okay. Now that we have drawn BD, we'll label this guy D. Okay. Now that we've drawn BD, what we're going to do is we're going to construct parallels at each of these other places. The parallels need to be parallel to BD. So at this point, I need to connect a line that's parallel to BD, and also at this point. Okay. So in order to create a parallel, then what I need to do is get this angle right here to be right here. Okay. If I can get the angles to be exactly the same, then this would be considered a transversal between two parallel lines, and their corresponding angles are equal. And so we're going to do that by putting our point at D and arcing off some radius, any radius. And I'm going to pick it up and bring it right here to this point and arc off that same radius. And I'm going to do the same thing at this point, arcing off the same radius at all three. Okay, now I just have to measure how wide this thing has to be so that I can get the others to be that wide as well. So let me make sure. Okay, and I'm going to measure from this point over and from this point over. Okay, now using my straight edge, I'm going to go through this intersection, through that intersection, and over to my given line. Make sure I've got it lined up right. And the same thing through my original arc and through the intersection that I just drew, or constructed, I guess. Feel like that went all the way down. Okay, and so now I have just divided this line into a proportional number of the given lines. I've divided this given line into an amount that's proportional to the lines that we were given.